Hello, everyone. Bear with me for just a couple of minutes. Let's let everybody join the meeting first before we get started. In the meantime, in the comments, let me go ahead and add a link to join. I just added a link or a link to a web page, the Supreme Gecko web page, where we did a giveaway a few years ago. Take a look at that, just kind of as an introduction. But we're going to start this live session in just a few minutes. Hi, Matt. Mr. Biggs, thanks for joining. We'll get going in just a couple of minutes here. Let me know, everybody that's joined so far, let me know how the sound is looking how the sound is and how the video is looking. Thanks. Hello, RN. Thanks for joining. Blaine Billings, thanks for joining. Calum Ray, thank you for joining. Theropod Hunter, thank you very much for joining. RN says that everything sounds and looks good, except me, of course. We're going to get going in just about a minute here. Let everybody kind of catch up and join the session. Looks like we have 10 people so far, but we're going to let it go for another minute and just get a couple more people in. This was kind of last minute, but in the last probably 4 or 5 days, I've had a lot of questions concerning the giveaway that we're going to be doing at the end of the year. And I wanted to update everybody because this is getting more and more exciting because we're getting closer and closer, but also more of the plans are coming together. And I tell you, this is going to be something special. I have a little script that I'm going to jump into. I'll read off a couple of key points because I just don't want to miss this. So it's going to be, for a while, it's going to be a head-down reading. What I would like to see is, hey, Basement Pets, and Matt's Exotics, thank you very much for joining. Beetle King, thank you very much for joining. What I'd like to have happen is I can read off some of the details about these 2 giveaways that are going to happen at the end of the year. And if you have questions, just let me know because there's going to be a lot of details and a lot of information. In the meantime, I did post a link in the comments. Let me post it again. So you can go into the Supreme Gecko page and see the giveaway that we did about 4 years ago, I think it was, and some of the details. There's incredible prizes. It's going to be a blast, and it's going to be exciting. So let me go ahead. Pew Pew Cat says, I never win anything. We'll see. You never know. We've got a lot of winners from the last few years. This isn't a one-shot kind of winner. When we did this about 4 years ago, there were 2 or 3 days, and I'm going to talk about more of that in just a minute, but there were 2 or 3 days where we had 3 or 4 winners. So this is going to be something different. Mr. Big says, I'm in a different country. There are some restrictions, and one of them is that the winners have to be in the continental United States, the lower 48. So I apologize for that. Appreciate it, Chris, if you could spread the word, but sorry that we have to kind of limit it to a certain number of people just from a shipping standpoint because we are going to give away annuals. We're going to give away other bigger prizes. So there's going to be some differences here. Critters and More says, hey, Wally. Hey, Critters and More. Let me go ahead. It seems like we have a good number of people watching. I'm going to jump back over to a little bit of a script that I've put together. And bear with me while, unfortunately, I'm going to read some of the details about what we're doing here. So why are we doing a giveaway? Well, the giveaway is my way of bringing the community together in the spirit of giving. These will be gifts back to the community for an appreciation for supporting both the Supreme Gecko business and the YouTube channel. This is very, very special to me. Everybody that supports the channels, I get tons and tons of comments. I appreciate everybody's comments, interaction, and not only that, just the interaction between everybody. I go back over to Facebook and I see people jumping in and answering questions and things like that. And I can't be more excited about the joining together of everybody to do that. So this is my way of giving back, and it's also my way of having some fun near the holidays. Because to be very honest, this is a blast. It's a lot of work on my part, but it's a blast to put this together and give prizes away. And I kind of think that for all the vendors that are contributing gifts to this event, I think it's a blast for them to do so as well. We've got tons and tons of vendors and breeders that have given gifts in the past, and we're certainly hoping for a good showing this year as well. What are they? Here's where it gets tricky. There's two different giveaways. There's one for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. We've done this in the past. I think we did it 4 or 5 years, and the prizes kept growing, growing, and growing. And I'll talk more about that in just a second. But that's on Facebook, and we'll do some videos to announce winners, things like that, from a random standpoint and an line giveaway, a real-time giveaway. So there's the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, and there's a web page for that, a Facebook page, I should say, for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. And then the second part is for YouTube. There's another giveaway, and that's going to be at the end of December. The 12 Supreme Days of Christmas start at the end-ish of November. I usually start it just after Thanksgiving, and it runs all the way through the end of December with gifts every other day. We do here's what you have to do to enter, and then we do a gift the next day, and so on and so forth. So, big events coming up, and remember, there's two the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas and the YouTube giveaway. And I'm doing two different giveaways because they're completely separate. One is for our business, and this 12 Supreme Days of Christmas has been going on and on and on, and for years. A little bit of a lag there for a few years, but then the YouTube is just, again, my way of saying thank you very much, everybody from the YouTube community that supported the channel. How do they work? Well, 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, I mentioned a little bit that we're starting at the end of ish November and going every other day with the announcement, and then the gift giveaway, and then an announcement gift giveaway through about Christmas. And for the YouTube giveaway, that's at the end of December. I haven't come up with the date yet, but it's probably going to be December 28th or 29th. More coming later. We talked a little bit about the history. Last year we did, start over. The 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, we've been running since the, I don't know, 2011, 2012. Took a little bit of a break, but I think we've done that 6 years. I think is going to be our 7th year. The YouTube giveaway, our second giveaway, we did last year, and we gave away a $100 gift certificate to two different winners, two $100 gift certificates, and this year is going to be different. It's going to be major different. So I'll talk about that in a second. Well, we're there, the gifts. So in 2016, we gave away over $3,000 in gifts, retail value of $3,000. That was tanks, that was shirts, that was Crush the Gecko diet, that was animals. We need to think about that for this year as well. Lights, you name it. We gave away $3,000 worth of gifts. Are we going to get there this year? My fingers are crossed. I hope so. There's been some unbelievable comments so far coming back to me about people wanting to contribute. So I'm hoping that we'll near that mark. Maybe we'll exceed it. I don't know. The YouTube, I mentioned again, two different gifts on the YouTube giveaway at the end of December. Last year was two $100 gifts. This year is going to be much, much more. So to explain a little bit, I monetized earlier in the year, and that's been adding up and adding up and adding up. And I mentioned right at the beginning that this whole year is going to be given back to you for supporting the Supreme Gecko YouTube channel. So all of that monetization, it's not going to be a new car, but it is going to be several $100s. All of that's going to go right back to you in two different gifts. It's not going to be a gift certificate to Supreme Gecko. It'll be something different, but it's going to be two pretty significant gifts. That's all. Again, thank you. Right back to you. How to enter. And if there's questions in the chat, I'm going to go back and I'm going to see if I can catch up to those questions. Just bear with me for just a couple of more minutes while I read over some of the details about these two giveaways. So how do you enter? The 12 days of Christmas. Again, that's going to be on Facebook. You'll get all your information through Facebook. The drawings will be on YouTube, and I'll link up the YouTube video that we do for each of the 12-day drawings that we do. I'll link that back up to the Facebook 12 Supreme Days of Christmas page. But the way to enter there is every day we'll have a different task or activity. One might be to share a page. One might be, what's your favorite color? Well, hopefully I get it a little bit more involved than that. One might be share a name of somebody, tag somebody that has been influential in your reptile keeping and has helped you through your hobby. Something like that. Every one of the 12 days will be an activity, something like that, where if you contribute, I'll track the activity. You'll put likes in, you'll leave comments, and through there we'll either randomly pick a winner, and some days are going to be different than others. Some days we'll randomly pick a winner. Some days will be the person that does the most. I can't give you an example right now, but it'll be more activity based. The YouTube giveaway. Last year we did it. The same that we'll do this year. The first gift will be from a participation standpoint. I want to make this real clear. The way to enter that is to leave comments. Any video of 2020 Supreme Gecko video, leave a comment, leave 2 comments. Every one of those, I'll manually count. All of the videos that we do this year, 2020, I'll manually count those. I'll put them into a spreadsheet, and from there, the person that has put in the most comments will be the winner. It's all about participation. It's all about who's supporting the channel the most from a comment standpoint. I wish I could um, determine how many people share, the YouTube videos. I appreciate that so much, but this is my only way to really count the actual participation in the Supreme Gecko channel. The second prize that we give away, completely random. What we'll do there is pull a name out of those comments. Anybody that leaves a comment, we'll pull a name. So if there were 50 videos during the year, I don't know if I made 50 videos. Maybe I did. It feels that way. But no, it was probably about 100 videos that we made by the end of the year. Anybody that leaves a comment on a video will be counted into the random poll. So if you leave a comment on one of the videos, you're counted once. If you leave a comment on, let's say I made 100 videos, leave a comment on every single one of those videos. I know somebody that just recently went into a lot of videos and left a lot of good thought out comments. Every one of those is going to be counted for that second prize in the YouTube giveaway. That's going to be a random poll, but the more times you leave a comment, the more chances you're going to have of winning. Let's see here. And again, that's going to be a random name poll. Limitations. Chris Biggs just asked if it's open to everybody, and unfortunately, from a shipping standpoint, this is only open to the U.S., continental U.S., 48 states. So from a shipping standpoint, we have to limit it to that. And absolutely, there's going to be a limit for the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. The limitation is going to be that you have to like that page. You have to absolutely have liked that page. For the YouTube 2 giveaways, and if you're leaving that many comments, I'm guessing that you've already done this, but you have to be a subscriber of the Supreme Gecko YouTube channel. I hope that's clear. And again, There's going to be more information, more details coming out as soon as I can get everything together, probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Certainly by the middle of November, we'll have more information, and I'll start posting some of this information all over the place. So right now, what can you do in preparation to these huge giveaways? Number one, go out to Facebook and like the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. I left the link in the YouTube video that we're doing, the live stream right here. If you have a question, let me know and I can point you in the right direction. What else can you do? Well, for the YouTube giveaway, leave more comments. That will help you establish, more of a chance to win from the random poll, and certainly it gives you a chance to be the top commenter on the Supreme Gecko YouTube channel and be eligible for that prize. I hope all of this is clear. It's a lot of information in like 15 minutes here. I'll have more details in a better, I guess, Word document or a post or something where I can share this information and be more specific. But what I'm going to do now is jump back over to the YouTube channel and I'm going to check for comments, see if anybody has any comments. So again, bear with me here. Let me go up and see if I've got any comments here. Frank says it's hard to hear the stream. I've got my mic on. Is anybody else having a problem with the sound? Singers and Skill says this sounds fun. I thought it was the sound. Sorry. Basement Pet says awesome. Tarantula, what are your thoughts on Kabir's Pack Chong? I'm going to kind of leave some of those questions for a later time. This is more about the giveaway. I apologize if you want to send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or wherever. I can certainly answer that. Let me go back up and see if anybody has any questions. Ask them now so that I can catch the end of the chat here and answer those questions. Pew Pew Cat says, when you say comments, do you mean standalone comments or do replies to other comments count? Every comment. I'm going to go through this manually. I'm going to manually look at every single video. And I'm going to count every single comment. It's going to take me days, and well, it's not going to take me days. It'll take me some hours, but that's okay because I want to make sure that I count everybody's entrance into this giveaway. Tina Anderson. Hi, Tina. If there's an age restriction, we probably want to let that be known too. That's a really, really good point. Of course, I'm all for my daughter would enter one. I don't know if there should be an age restriction. You know what? I'm going to write this down. That's a great question that unfortunately I haven't thought about. So let me think about this. And I'm going to, again, I'll put together a document with more details and I'll include that in there. Thank you very much for bringing that up. I like all the pages you told us about, and I hit the bell to get notified. That's Kara. Thank you very much, Kara. Matt's Exotics, where do I contact you to see what crusty geckos? I'm going to leave that alone for right now. Just contact me on Facebook or Instagram, and I can let you know. Good grief, your poor eyes. It gets involved. It does. But I have an Excel spreadsheet and I'm detail oriented. I'm a geek, so I count all the comments. I put it into an Excel, so it's not going to be that bad. Do you mean legitimate comments? Because there could be a lot of spam. Excuse me. I take care of spam. I delete all the spam. So if you say nice video, here's what I ask everybody. For this, there's a couple of things. Leave a halfway decent comment, but more importantly, don't just watch 10 seconds of the video, leave a comment, and bail. That really, really hurts the YouTube algorithm. The more you watch it, the more it helps the Supreme Gecko channel. It helps that video be recognized by YouTube to be published to other people. So, of anything, if you're watching people on YouTube, they certainly appreciate you watching the whole video if you can, but at least a major part of it. I'll tell you what I do with a lot of videos that I watch, not a lot, but many of the videos that I watch, if it's not something showing pictures of animals or something like that, if they're talking about a process or here's how we did this, I'll start it up, keep the sound on, I'll jump over to an Excel spreadsheet or Facebook and I'll answer messages, something like that, just to keep it going, just to keep that video going and bringing in the watch time of that video. I would greatly, and other YouTubers would greatly appreciate it watching as much as you can. The reason for that is so that these videos can be published to more people and we get more views on these videos. And also, the huge benefit to that is that the ad time accumulates for those videos. If you get an ad, especially on the Supreme Gecko, I'm blatant request here. If you get an ad on a video, don't watch them all, but watch a couple of them all the way to the end. Again, go grab a cup of coffee or a soda or something, and let the ad play. What that does is it increases the monetization, and especially for this year, all of that monetization is going to go right back to you in these prizes. Just a favor. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of for me for the videos, but it's mostly so that we can get this information out and more people can participate and there's more funds for the gifts at the end of the year. Let me see if we have any other questions here. Do we still have time to leave comments? Oh gosh, yes, you have plenty of time. Go out well, not right now, but after this live stream and leave as many comments as you can on any of my 2020 videos, any of them, or all of them. I know somebody that did that recently. Really excited. Well, this is Beetle King. Thanks, Beetle King. Really excited. I definitely wouldn't win the competition giveaway, but I'm excited to see the results and support your channel. It's very wholesome and very welcoming. I love this community. I love you guys too. Thank you very much. Frank, I watch ads to support your channel. You guys are the best. Wouldn't it help you a lot if all concentrated on one video more and really dump that up with the algorithms? That's not a bad idea. Maybe I can put in a video, kind of push this information out to everybody. Maybe I can put out a video and say, hey, this one's the big one. Let's all watch the ads for this one and let's push the money up for this. And again, I can't stress this enough, especially this year. I certainly won't do this my full YouTube life, but for this year, all the money from these ads is going right back to you, every single penny. DEA, this is awesome community and great channel. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much. Frank, there is 1 out of 12,000 chance of me winning. Let's go see how lucky I am. What is that line out of Dumb and Dumber? 1 in a million. Anyways, I've always found your videos very informative. Theropod Hunter, thank you very much. Spicy Beans, I usually feel nervous commenting on old videos because I don't want to be annoying. I live with these comments. I absolutely do. And I think a couple of you realize that even older videos that get comments, I go back to, and if I miss one, I apologize, but I go back to every single one, usually like 90% of the time within one day, and I answer. And it's important for me to stay connected to everybody. And it's important for me to know that if somebody has a question about care for their animals, above and beyond everything, I joke a lot on my videos. I joke a lot in real life. Everything's pretty much, pretty light for me. But when it comes to the care of everybody's animals, 100% serious and 100% dead on that I want to help everybody that I can, if I can. So when you leave a comment, don't ever, ever, ever feel like you're annoying. I don't feel that way whatsoever. So please leave comments, ask questions. Please ask questions. Jesse Perez says, love this channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don Gallagher says, first time I've caught your stream. Thank you, Don, and welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I really do. Down the wormhole, thanks for joining us. Does anybody else have any questions here? I don't want to, prolong this. I want this video to make sense to everybody and hopefully help everybody get a great chance to jump into this giveaway and make sure that you have a really, really, really good chance of winning a prize and at least having fun. Frank the Tank says notifications didn't alert me. Make sure you have. Gosh, I say this on every video. I hope it's not getting old, but make sure you have. You subscribe, hit notifications, and press that all for bell. But I know that sometimes I don't get them either. So let me jump down to the end here. I hope I'm not freezing up. It looks like I might be. I'm going to jump down to the end and see if I have any other comments here. Bear with me. I think that I might be freezing. I'm not sure if I am or not. If I'm not frozen right now, does anybody else have any questions? I think I've answered that one. Will you dance for us? I I don't know how to dance. My son's wedding is in about 3 weeks. I need to put something together. The sprinkler, I don't know. I don't know how to dance. Maybe I'll do the grease dance. Uh, I missed the first part. Will this be saved? Ashley, yes, absolutely it will. Thanks for joining us, and it absolutely will. If anybody has any questions, ask. Did you see my question on where you say spicy beans? Send that to me personally in Facebook or Instagram, and I'll answer it there. This is more about the giveaway, but I do greatly appreciate your questions. Um, Beetle King, thank you very much. It's going to be an exciting time for my son. Absolutely. Yeah, I have to go back and watch this one from the beginning. I missed it when you started. Uh, Andrew, yeah, I'll probably watch it too, just to make sure that I caught everything. Um, Santos Flores, can you provide any updates on the Pictus geckos? Um, I'll do a future video on Pictus. We really have a good run of Picta going right now, Peridor Picta, and I want to cover more of the giveaway in this video. Andrew says, tell your son congratulations. Absolutely, Andrew. Thank you very much. Singers and scales dance. No. Um, no. I I think on that note, um, we're going to call it an evening, and maybe I'll dance after this video is done. So if you have questions, leave those questions in this video. It'll count for an entry. Leave your questions in this video, and I'll absolutely make sure that I can, and I will answer those. And I'll also pin a some kind of a document or web page or something that you can link to, that I can put a link out for you that you can go to and read more of the details. And again, thank you very much for the age consideration. I'll think about that and see how we can do that legally and realistically. Um, I think we're good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, very much for joining us tonight. This is kind of spur of the moment. I hope this cleared up some points. Remember, this is a huge, huge giveaway. 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. I'm hoping for a lot of gifts, at least 12, 24, 36 gifts. A lot of gifts here, a lot of chances to enter and win. The YouTube giveaway, 2 gifts. One for leaving the most comments, and one a random pick out of all the comments for the 2002 Supreme Gecko videos. And good luck, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it.